Hi, I'm Peggy Weevil. I'm a product line manager at Toshiba, and I work with the all-in-one point-of-sale products that we offer. Today, we're very excited to be introducing the TCX 800. So this is our latest all-in-one product, and we've really introduced a new design point where we have a very sleek footprint. It's very small and compact, and we have introduced it in raven black, and there is the opportunity to have color accent on the side. We have metallic iron gray shown, but this could also be customized to match the brand of the retailer that's installing the point of sale. We've taken really the best of our previous products and combined them to create the new TCX 800. So when you're looking at this new product, this is the 500 sitting next to it, and you can see that the footprint that it takes up on the counter is about the same as the 500 with the same height, so no taller than the 500, but it's an improvement over some products. We have our Wave, where when it's installed on the stand, it has a much wider footprint, and it's the full width of the screen that goes down to the counter. So you now have a very small footprint that can sit on the counter, and it can be tall, but also with the stand that we have, it's got the double hinge, and this allows you to then adjust this with a full range so that you can have lots of different adjustments and where it goes to accommodate for any glare or lighting that could be in the store that would be needed, and also on your counter heights or the height of the employee using the system. So this gives you much bigger range of motion than we had with the Wave or the 500. You had some range with the 500 as well, but with this one you can actually lay it to the point that it's almost flat. So you have a very compact profile that you can adjust in many different ways. With this new TCX 800, we're also introducing new technology. So we've moved to 7th generation technology from Intel. So we have the 7th generation core processors offered in the TCX 800 in a Celeron, an i5, or an i7. And then we've also moved to PCIe solid-state drives. So you have choices for PCIe drives, and this will be a big performance improvement over your current solution. So we're very excited to be offering new technology with this product. With the 800, we also make sure that you can extend through standards. So on each side of the 800, we have a USB port with mounting points that have screws there. So on these mounting points on the side, this gives you the option to mount an MSR or a fingerprint reader, and then we also have options for an I button and a Wi-Fi adapter. You have these USB ports on each side of the system, so you have the choice to mount left or right depending on where you want your I/O to go. We also have access to a USB port at the top. So you can cable down through the system and attach a 2x20. When that 2x20 is attached, you then have motion capability with the 2x20 as well to adjust it depending on how you have that tilted. So we're using standards to extend and be able to add on I/O with the system. On the system itself, right now it's mounted on this tabletop stand that gives you the double hinged arm. But behind this panel right here is a Visa pattern. So you can take this whole system off of this stand and then mount it on a Visa standard pole or any type of bracket or stand that would hold that. We can also use that to mount a second display. So we have a bracket that attaches to that Visa mount, and you can have a small 8 or 10 inch second display mounted there. If you needed a larger second full screen display, we have another bracket that'll mount to the bottom of the system and then allow a 100 millimeter Visa pattern display to attach right to the back of the system. We were able to get a very thin, sleek footprint with the head when the whole system is integrated here, and then you have the stand, but we do have an external power supply. So this would be attached, and you still have just one item plugging into the wall, but you have the power supply that would sit under the counter. With the TCX 800, you also have choices in the display. So you always have a 10-point projective capacitive touch display, and what we have shown here on the TCX 800 is a 15:6 widescreen display, so that's a 16:9 ratio. But then we also have choices very similar to what the predecessor products had. So you can get this same display in the 15-inch 4.3 like you had with the 500, or you can get the 18.5, 16.9, so widescreen like the Wave offered. So you'll be able to get this product in all 3 screen sizes. So with the TCX 800, we've also improved the connections that we offer so that you can have a wide range of point-of-sale peripherals that you can attach to the TCX 800. So what we've introduced is something that we call together ports. And so behind this system here, you can have a wide range of ports right on the system unit itself. So on the row of ports there, you have some options where you can put powered ports. You have your standard USB, DisplayPort, Ethernet. Then you also have choices of powered USB, powered RS-232 mix, and we have native cache drawer right on the system. So you can get an SDL cache drawer as well as an RJ11 cache drawer. And with this stand, we have the capability to have it be the stand as it's shown right now, but we also have on the system itself USB-C. So with USB-C, this is a standard interface, and then we use that to then be able to make this stand into a hub. So the system itself can communicate down to a hub. And so you then have a row of ports that's available in the stand itself as well. So you then have a second row of together ports where you can add more powered USB or powered RS-232. You can add more cache drawer ports. So you have lots of different options of how you can configure this and maximize what you can attach to the TCX 800. We see more and more people are moving towards this all-in-one footprint, so we wanted to make sure that we can accommodate as many devices as you need across many different retail requirements. As you are connecting those devices though, we wanted to make sure that we built in cable management. Cable management is something that's so important in retail. You want to make sure devices don't get disconnected in the middle of being used, they don't get damaged, they don't get pinched as the system is being adjusted or installed. And so you'll see that we have a system of cable management where we have an area here that you can run the cables from the head and straight down through this arm itself, and there's space to lay out the cables, or you can attach them in the bottom, and there's cable management here as well that allows you to have those cables connected to the hub itself and then routed out the back. And so no matter how you're attaching your system, you know that you're going to have a way to get those cables into the system and neatly out the back without damage or risk of failure in the field. We've designed this so that you can accommodate up to 12 cables running down from the system head or the system base. So you have lots of devices that you can attach and still be sure that you're able to accommodate those cables running through the stand. Now with this VISA pattern that we talked about, you can take this system off of this stand and have it attached to a 100mm VISA bracket, arm, or pole. We are offering an integration arm. So with the integration arm, you can then have this TCX 800 sitting on top of an integration tray that can sit on a cache drawer or on a tabletop, and then you can have the TCX 800 with an arm that accommodates up to 7 cables that can go down from the head to the system integration tray and out the back, so that you can have everything right there on top of your cache drawer integrated. So again, we're offering more options and making it easier for you to have your point of sale installed and reliable and being easy to use. I hope you enjoyed a quick overview of the TCX 800 and some of the main features we have to offer. And if you need more information, it's available on our website, and we have education also that you can take to learn all the details about the TCX 800 and our all-in-one offering. Thank you for watching.